Okay, so it is Monday, which is Moon Day, and it's a special day actually. So I have put together some stuff that I wanted to relay for this particular day. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into it. More than 3,000 years ago, a child was born to a family of cattle herders. This boy would grow up to spend more than 30 years in meditation, to hear the calling of Ahura Mazda, and bring together all the pieces of the shattered faiths of the world. He stood against the charlatans who gained power by coercion and manipulation, and he put an end to needless bloody sacrifices and rituals of suffering to the many false gods. He taught us the concept of segregating good from evil using truth, reason, and wisdom. And he underlined our freedom to choose and utilize the mind as it was intended as the right path to Asha. Today is the day we pause and give thanks to Ahura Mazda for giving us a chance to enjoy this wonderful world he has created for us. Let us thank Zarathustra, who went against the grain of his culture in his time, who swam against the current upstream to a waterfall and against all odds climbed his way to the top, to find the precipice of truth, and to hear the voice of Ahura Mazda, to share with the world a beacon of hope for all the future. Thousands of years later, his words still ring true, and the fires of Asha across the world, while few in number, still burn brightly, still burn true with the hope that the forces which divide us will end, and the deceivers will realize the truth and fall to their knees, and that the righteous, good, and honest men will one day sit before the throne of glory with all of the magi of the past, present, and future, in the presence of Ahura Mazda, the Lord wise, the holder of the perfect dream of which we are all a part of. Now I have some powerful verses that I have come across that I would like to share as well. This is Yasna 43, 7 through 8. I realize that you are bounteous, O Ahura Mazda, when he approached me with good thought and asked me, who are you? To whom do you belong? How do you, O zealous one, wish to appoint a day for the questioning about your possessions and about yourself? And this is essentially Ahura Mazda asking Zarathustra how he wants to be seen at the end of his life. What does he want people to say about him? And he responds, and I said to him, to the first question, Zarathustra am I, and to the second, a true foe of the liar. To the utmost of my power, and a powerful support would I be to the righteous, that I may attain the future things of the infinite dominion, according to my praise and the songs I sing, O Mazda. So he just wants to correspond to being a foe of liars and a powerful support of the righteous, and to speak the truth and to be honest. So this next one is from Vidivdad, 1946. Born indeed is truthful Zarathustra of the house of Purusaspa. How shall we procure his destruction? He is the weapon against the Devas. He is the antagonist of the Devas. He is the deceit-free one against deceit. Vanished are the Deva worshippers. Vanished is the decay made by the Devas. Vanished is the false speaking lie. This sounds like demons trying to figure out how they're going to deal with this man. He's like, he can't, no one can sway him. He's just relentlessly honest. I love it. Yost, 1980 through 81. Before Zarathustra's time, the demons used to rush about visibly. Their pleasures of lust used to steal the eye's gaze. They used to drag away the women from their men. And the demons used to subject to violence those crying and lamenting women. Can you imagine that? There was a time when wisdom was nowhere to be found. When people were driven around by passions and truth was inferior to brute strength. And I would imagine no home was safe to tyrannical men of various sorts. And so he changed this. He changed the paradigm in his age. Zarathustra is the one who takes on Angramenu and slays his demons. Zarathustra threatened Angramenu. O evil-producing Angramenu, I shall slay your demon-created creation. I shall slay the demon-created corpse demon. I shall slay the witch Snalatai, polluted waters, until there will be born the victorious perfecter, the embodied truth, from the lake Kaazawai. But a single Ahuna Varia prayer, which truthfully Zarathustra recited, divided 4 times into sections, the last section recited more powerfully, drove under the earth all demons which are unworthy of worship and unworthy of praise. This utterance is a thing of such nature that if all the corporeal and living world should learn it, and learning to hold fast by it, they would be redeemed from their mortality. This prayer translated into English, which is a formula more than simply words, is stated as such. The will of the Lord is the law of righteousness. The gifts of the eternal good mind are given to the deeds done in this world for Mazda. He who relieves the poor makes Ahura king. You know, it sounds like they're saying we should take care of each other, we should lift the poor up, and in doing so, we pave the way for the truth to emerge within our people. It sounds like the golden rule. The golden rule, both on earth and in heaven, are the keys to immortality. Lift up the poor as if they were God, and God will descend upon the earth, having freed the body from bondage, and making fertile soil of the mind for the seeds of truth to grow and flourish among the people. So let's go here. Okay, so apparently the temptation, which people know from the Bible, happened to Zarathustra. Wow, who would have thought? Give me a second here. Yeah, let's go ahead and read that. The prophet went forward swinging stones in his hand, as big as a house, which Ahura Mazda gave him. Whereat the devil asked him, Why dost thou swing those stones? The prophet answered, To smite the creations of the devil, to smite idolatry, and I will smite it until the victorious Soshant shall come up to life. When this threat is made, the devil replied, By thy mother I was invoked. And he begs Zoroaster not to destroy his creatures, and promises him that if he will renounce the good religion of Mazda, he will make him the ruler of nations for 1,000 years. This intended bribe is spurned by Zoroaster, who declares, Not for my life, even should my body be torn, will I renounce the good religion. The devil, not yet satisfied, then asked, "By whose word and with what weapons wilt thou smite my creatures?" And the saint replied, "O Angermanu, evildoer, the good spirit made the creation. He made it in the boundless time. The sacred cups, the Haoma, the word, these are my weapons. By these will I strike and repel thee." And he does speak powerfully, does he not, against evil in the world. Finally, the reason for all of this. Today is the birth anniversary of the revolutionary prophet Zarathustra, who changed the concept of worship from fear to joy, from helplessness to hope. So, happy day of the birth of the great and mighty Spatama Zarathustra, the man who spoke the truth to a world of deception, a man mortal as you and I, who by reason handed down from the stars and all of nature, defeated all of the devils of his age, and left for us temples that carry the sacred fire, where the flames of truth burn brightly to honor all of life and the Lord of wisdom, and our great ally, Mithra, and the angel wings of the sun, the magi of the past, present, and future.